Hi there. Welcome. Such a pleasure to see you. Well, I can't see you, but I assume it would be a pleasure to see me. Maybe? No? Yeah? Okay, well, since we're done with the pleasantries, you know, because I'm just so pleasant. Sure. I want to talk about a book called Iron West by Doug TenNepal. TenNepal? I don't know exactly how it goes, but there is a capital N. See, TenNepal, like if you're going to go McNally or whatever, there'd be a capital like in there. But TenNepal. So yeah, first off, this book was totally right up my alley, okay? Totally. And what I mean by that, it is a Western with science fiction. It is a different kind of Firefly, you know? Like, you have Firefly as a Western science fiction that even some, you know, apparently there are some things that are still science fiction in Firefly, like telepaths, even though they live in a spaceship. But this was a different kind of fiction, or a different kind of science fiction. First off, I have to say, it is published by Image, which explains exactly why I loved it, because Image publishes all these comics that I absolutely love. Literally, it's to the point that I go to a comic shop and I just like, oh, Image comic, pick it up. Image, oh, yep, haven't read that one yet. Image, like, I don't even read them anymore half the time because it's published by Image. Then I'm just like, yeah, I guess I'm gonna love it. Okay, so let me read you a little bit about the back. And the back, I definitely got a different vibe from when I read it. Okay, so the back, oh, actually says sci-fi western. Yep, totally. Okay. There's something very, very strange about Doug Metall's brain. And that's a good thing for anyone holding this book in their hands. Seriously. Go ahead. Open it up. Flip it through. Flip through it a little bit. You'll see some things that might not make sense at first. Robots in the Old West, Bigfoot, a giant train monster. But rest assured, once you actually dig into this enormously pleasurable read, what you're going to find is that all of these seemingly incongruous things add up to a story that manages to work as a genuine, no apologies western in the great tradition of classic Hollywood, but which also works as something else, something more sophisticated. Bending genre is a game that everyone seems determined to play these days, but it's not easy. Do it wrong, and you'll end up with a cynical cash grab, a demographically targeted Frankenstein monster that pleases no one. Do it right, though, you'll get Iron West. Sorry, this is getting hard to hold this up, because this is, like, oh yeah, I'm reading all that. You'll get Iron West. A book that is as innocent and enjoyable as an afternoon spent as kids playing cowboys and Injuns. I never played cowboys and Injuns. I played cowboys and Indians, but never cowboys and Injuns. No joke. Apostrophe, like, yeah. Injuns. Yeah, that does not sound offensive at all. Injuns. Okay. See, TenNepal's brain is still tuned to that same wonderful radio station that we all heard when we were young, and somehow he's managed to keep it at bay all the baggage that bogs down most adult storytellers. There's a pure joy to what he writes and what he draws, and his artwork expertly conveys both motion and emotion like storyboards for the coolest movie never made. The highest compliments I can pay to him as a draftsman is that every time I open one of his books, he makes me curse the fact that I can't draw. But don't take my word for it. Read Iron West for yourself. Spend a little time with Preston Struck. Yeah, that's the character's name, by the way. Preston Struck. Preston Struck and Sasquatch and Miss Sharon and Miwok Shaman and the Loch Ness Monster, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll find yourself completely pulled into this world that TenNepal so effortlessly sums up. And this is all said by Drew Moriarty McWeeny. Ain't it cool news? But no, like, I kind of expected something different when I read this. I don't remember what I expected. I just remember reading the book and going, oh, that was great. But not quite what I thought, but it was great. The fact you get, you get Preston Struck, which it's in the West, you know, with Sasquatch, Miss Sharon. I'm like, Sasquatch? In the West? Okay. And then I read The Loch Ness Monster in Old West. Okay. Oh man, it started raining. I was gonna do shit today. Fuck. That's kind of besides the point. I'm sorry. Okay, so Iron West is fantastic. Fantastic. You have Preston Struck, who's kind of this, I don't know how to describe him. He's just this guy who runs away from everything. Like, no joke, that's what he does, you know. The first time you meet him, he's gambling, and you have some guys who come in and is like, Preston Struck, you're coming with us. And he's like, oh, later, and just tries to skip out, basically, okay? To the point he's like, Miss Sharon, see you later. And Miss Sharon's like, yeah, that'd be nice if I actually believed it. No joke, she says something like that. So, and you see this robot guy? Yeah, robots trying to take over. Building robot army. Yes. That's why it's so amazing. So yeah, this one, I think it's appropriate for all ages to read. And it was just amazing. Well, I mean, a 5-year-old's not going to read it. They're not going to understand everything, you know, at all. Let me see if I can't show you picture. Sasquatch. Yeah, Sasquatch. No joke. You know. Woohoo. Sasquatch. And Preston Scott. Yeah. I love the artwork, by the way. Like, I'm totally gonna have to look up Doug TenNepal. Doug, Mr. Doug, I'm so sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I'm pretty sure anyone who is getting reviewed by me, I apologize if I say your name wrong. TenNepal. I'm assuming that's how you say it, because that's how it looks. So I'm going with that. So I'm going to totally have to look up this dude and see what else he's done. Because this was fucking fabulous. Like, yeah. Again, to be honest, I don't know why I said again, I wasn't going to repeat anything. I would liked it to be a little bit longer. This is the kind of book that I would love to have been a series. Because I think he could have stretched this into being a longer series, and to me, that only would have made it better. Like, there's some things where you're like, no, you don't want to make that a series. Just get it, tell it, and let it be done with, okay? But this one, I think, would have been fucking fabulous as a series, as multiple of these books. So, that's my only complaint is, why couldn't it go on longer, you know? That's the only thing I wanted, was it to go on longer. So, yeah. It's appropriate for anyone who can read it and understand it. So, like, 7. I'm pretty sure we were all, like, 7 playing Cowboys and Indians, you know. I was always the sheriff. Though, I do realize how racist and biased and kind of being a fucking bigot that was playing Cowboys and Indians as a child. So, but I love Westerns. I love Westerns. So, yeah. I don't know what I'm going to say after that. What was I going to say? Okay. So, on the grading scale, this is a A+. Like, it's a 98.5 0.2% kind of thing. Like, it is so good, but I'm going to take off that 1.8% because my only thing is, could it have been longer? Like, seriously, please, why did you not make it a series? You can't really do much now with this particular story with the whole, like, iron people with the robots, but I'm pretty sure that you could do it again, you know? Like, Mr. TenNepal could make more science fiction out of westerns, kind of thing. But it does start off, it is basically, it's kind of like cowboys versus Indians. I did not mean cowboys versus Indians, I meant cowboys versus aliens. I don't know why I said cowboys versus Indians. I meant Cowboys versus Aliens, the movie with James Bond in it. I don't even remember what his name is, I just know he played James Bond. Where it's like, it's set in a western, you know, not space western like Firefly where everyone knows they're kind of science fiction, but everyone believes they're western and this thing just pops up and it's like, what the fuck's that, you know? Like, everyone's like, yo, James Bond, what's that metal bracelet on your arm? And he's like, I don't know where I got it, I just woke up with it, you know, I don't even remember who I am, who am I? So this one's kind of the same way, where it is a western and something science fiction-y just pops up and everyone's like, what the fuck's going on? But it was really good. I really suggest everyone reads it because it was fucking fabulous. And I read it in an hour and I'm like, why couldn't it have been longer? Okay, so I'm obviously done. I have nothing else to say about that particular book. Yeah. Awkward. This is where I say goodbye now, but I don't quite know how to. This is also where I say follow me on social medias, except I don't have social medias. But you can follow me on Instagram at Susan High School, and you can see all these cute pictures of my kitty cat and my stepmother's dog. You can follow me at Twitter too, but I mean, I won't say anything. I don't really use it. Awkward. Bye. Bye. I'm gonna turn this off now. Okay, later.